Hi there, name's Nico. Welcome back to my playthrough of Disco Elysium. So, I did a lot more exploring in the last episode. We explored the strike area, we went through a bunch of the buildings. Fortunately, we're kind of stuck right now because I need to examine the body, but I failed a check. So, I'm not 100% sure what I need to do, or what else I can do. So, explore the whirling... Oh, yeah, there's a secret passageway in the hotel. Right. Who put my clothes in the trash? I gotta find where my badge is. Pay for damages. That's unfortunate. We're gonna be kicked out. I'm gonna complete this one. That's what I'm waiting on happening right now. You can see we're listening to it. But I need to do other actions. So what I think we'll do is... items. Oh, sorry.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging.
We're gonna read a case file because I need to waste some time anyway.
Using the system you've devised. Which one do you want?
The unsolvable case.
AKA Leslie and Burke. AKA the public indecency drunk and the property damage drunk is a cursed case. Which has been passed from unsuspecting officer to unsuspecting officer for 10 years. On January 29, the unsolvable case made its way to you. Why you accepted it, it is unclear. Every officer, and indeed most civilians in general, know it's unsolvable.
How do most civilians know about this
Leslie
case?
will always take his pants off when he's drunk. Burke will always trash everything. It's just what they do. It is their nature. You cannot change the nature of a man, and you can't lock them away because public indecency and small-scale property damage are not punishable by incarceration.
I see.
The only way for Leslie to stop displaying his genitals and for Burke to stop attacking things would be for them to stop drinking alcohol, which in their 40s or 50s, it's hard to tell because of their distorted features, is a medical improbability.
Couldn't we just keep them off the streets?
You would think that, but you're wrong. Where's the fun in exposing your genitals or breaking stuff in your own home?
I see.
No, Leslie and Burke are on the corner of Main Street and Petition.
Can you just find them and then
that's where
they'll stop doing it?
Is. Can you keep yourself off the streets? Threatening, fines,
there we go.
Dragging them to the station, locking them up in the hellholes they live in, locking them up in the station, hypnotherapy, even trying to get the local gang of Zemyaki to take them out. The Zemyaki gave them ethanol, so Burke and Leslie would expose and rampage even harder.
I see.
You tried it all, and still the complaints wouldn't stop, as they hadn't stopped
Really?
for
Oh, I
10
did try
years.
fines.
It's plain to see from the files that you, Satellite Officer JV, and Special Consultant TH had more important cases to attend to.
Satellite Officer JV.
Cross-reference to several ongoing investigations, each brought to a standstill every time you drive down Main Street, because there they are, on the corner of Petition.
Public
and
indecency.
What is Leslie doing?
Leslie's the public indecency side. The other guy's the property damage
Good.
guy.
You're learning. If the files are to be trusted, that's all there is to it. That and Burke breaking things, and the fact that they're both drunk. But then again, so are you.
What?
The case becomes considerably less comic one day when Burke takes a swing at your ledger.
What?
He must have it confused with the property he likes to damage.
Oh,
But
I
the
see.
joke's on him. You're drunk out of your mind on potent Pilsner. You slam the hardened plastic board in his face. Then you proceed to beat him unconscious with it.
I see.
In the process, the ledger sustains damage. The compartment within, reserved for permeable documents, is jammed shut. You stop your assault on the now unconscious Burke to open it, but are unable to do so. The officer began to cry, reports Leslie, who at this point
I just started
is tending to
crying?
Burke. He came at us, and at us. I think he was trying to kill Burko.
Uh-oh.
While trying to kill
I
Burko,
was?
you slowly come around. The permeables compartment is open. You smashed it open on poor Burko's kneecaps. The good news is
there's a secret
Burke
capsule
can't
on
walk anymore.
my, what's it called? The ledger. You
Can't
just
get
don't know
out
how to
of
open
his
it.
apartment, an invalid. With Burke to tend to, Leslie cuts back on the indecent exposure, Maybe he flashes his genitals to Burke. Who knows? But both drunks are off the street. The complaints stop. The unsolvable case is solved.
So it's solved because I beat up the dude, so then he had to go to the hospital, and then the other guy had to tend to him?
Which is also why the officer responsible narrowly escapes a disciplinary.
Yeah, exactly. Well, like, when I just beat some guy up because I was drunk.
One?
The hell? I'm just gonna put them away now.
Not much has changed in the meanwhile.
Yeah, so I want to listen to this. Okay, here we go.
Shit compressor.
This is what I need to do for one of the quests, so let's see what it says.
Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals.
A police officer? What?
These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
Okay. All endurance white checks unlocked. Learning half endurance raised to 4. Okay, well, we got that done. So we'll internalize whatever this is. Embarrassment to the party. Okay. Do I have another point I can use? No, I'm 25 away. I wish this guy would help me figure out what I need to do. What's this? The hangman. Yeah, we still don't have a map. I don't know where to get the map. Maybe at the convenient. Thinking maybe at that convenience store. Isn't that over here? I don't know, this is the strike area. You already... Here it is. Maybe I can get something here? What's this?
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
What's that?
What is what?
Raincoat?
It's a raincoat. If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
You taps on the glass counter. The raincoat's patiently awaiting purchase. Question, is there a map I can buy?
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything. Warehouse?
Yeah, does it have a warehouse?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Frit does.
This is important.
She scrunches up her face into an expression of consummate adolescent skip.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
Okay. I mean, I don't need the ammonia because yeah, we already bought it. I don't think I want the raincoat. I was wondering where a map would be. Maybe I thought this place might have one. Okay. Maybe we can go back here. But this might be a different night. I know there's like the people that come here. Yeah, who's this guy? Oh, there's a couple new people to talk to. Okay, let's go talk to these guys. Bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful dark liquid is
that
spilling
sugary
over.
black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
Pretty long. It's drink o'clock.
It's coming back to him. You had your mesolimbic reward pathway worried there, not thinking about drinking all that time. It was like you weren't yourself.
Did you need a rum and lemonade? Nah. Actually, should I be thinking about this?
Maybe
Drinking hasn't
you haven't
turned out too
well for your drinking. Have you thought about that?
I haven't turned out well.
Get a goddamn rum and lemonade to yourself, boy. Or better yet, Lick that stain off
What?
the counter.
No, don't lick it.
What happened, man? You used to be cool. Go get your boring normal person drink then. Get your drink on and your act together.
Find booze and drink it. What? Why is that a task? I want a drink. Sleeping dock worker. A man is sleeping at the table wearing mud-caked boots and rolled down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines, encircled by a logo of a tree.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Pick up the pills.
The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
Oh,
You've
thanks for
just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
Okay, I can. Alright, this guy might hate me for doing that, but we're gonna do a check.
You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happens. This man could probably sleep.
I'm not strong enough. I'm not doing a physical build. Let's talk to this dude. It's all about money, you know. You gotta spend money to make money. Oh, is it? Shit. Okay, so unfortunately, it looks like we're not getting anything here. What's this? Find booze and drink it. Hangover feels bad. You have to take the edge off on a bottle of alcohol, put in your hand. Oh my god, I do. I don't think I have any alcohol in my inventory, do I? Let's check my bag. Got a pen. What's this?
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito and bullet holes in the front.
I don't want to kick the mailbox. I don't want to say fuck you, mailbox. What did the mailbox do? Let's go in here. I think I did go in here. Oh, no, I didn't go in here. Oh. Gift books and molded candy.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover.
Ooh.
Nearly all the titles contain the word Heimdall somewhere.
Look through the display
rows
books.
and rows of Heimdall men blur your vision.
So
You
it's
make out
like
some
one
titles.
series.
Man from Heimdall and the Mammoth Riders.
Yeah, okay, there's
Man
lots
from
of them.
Heimdall. Return to Heimdall.
Good God, how many are there?
Solipsistic. Man from Heimdall.
This series has a
and
lot
the
of books in it.
Heimdall Man. Maybe 100.
Ooh,
Man
100.
from Heimdall.
It's like the Magic
and
Treehouse.
sages
It's the
at
series I
end
used to
of
read
the
as a
world.
kid.
Man from Heimdall. And
There
the
was a lot of
false
Magic
god.
Treehouse.
Man from Heimdall and the scorched earth. Man from Heimdall. The Heimdall colonies. Man from Heimdall and the swamp beast. Man from
Swamp beast.
Heimdall and the
Man
snow
from
crabs.
Heimdall. The snow
Not even
crabs.
close. Man from Heimdall in hell.
Pain
Man
threshold.
from Heimdall and the forest of slaves. Man from Heimdall under the lake.
There's lots of
Man
men
from
from Heimdall.
Heimdall burning.
Ooh.
There's even The Trial of Death, a pastel combat game book set in the world of Heimdall Man, and so much more.
Let's try. My roll's been
Nothing
really
of
bad.
interest, only silence and the cosmic
My
background.
playing threshold
pain
is bad. Yeah.
radiation.
Storekeeper. What did I roll? I rolled a 5. I guess. Playing threshold's 1. So I rolled I rolled a 4. Yeah, that's just not good. Tell me about this Muscle Man books.
Man from Heimdall.
Yeah.
A very popular series of adventure novels. They're awfully immoral and violent books.
Wait, this lady. Why are they so popular?
Blood and violence, scantily clad women, epic narratives.
Isn't
all
this the
those
person on the
mystical
phone?
Things he encounters. They're bound to grab those with little imagination and nothing
Blood
to
and
do.
violence. Sounds good.
What
Which one
does
should I
it
start?
matter? They're all the same. However, the customer is always right, they say.
True,
If you're a
true.
novice of the series, I'd recommend Heimdall Man, the Man from Heimdall. It's supposed to be a good introduction to the series.
I don't know if I want to buy this book. Okay, let's look at this. Old Spartan magazine tucked away in a dark corner. Book collection of natural recipes of Arda. We'll talk to her after. If she has a map, that's the thing I will buy. I haven't bought anything because I've been trying to save up the pay back the book. Another boring book just discarded here. I see. It's here.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature.
Look at the shelf.
Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance. These three things are very important to the working class mind.
Okay.
The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services.
Interesting.
Various paranatural books still litter the shelf.
Sir,
Storekeeper, what books are
no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free. I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no.
Huh? Why would I steal your customer by opening a police store? This is a bookstore.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins.
Okay, this is what I want.
board
This is
has
a
come
map.
loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Let's get the
The
map.
north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta
Bro, this
of
is
the
we're in
river.
Revachol right now.
It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back
We'll
together,
ask if we can buy it.
connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart
This is
in
the
the
thing I
center,
will buy.
teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie,
Jardin.
the suburbs of
A lot of French
Saint-Baptiste,
influence in this game. Is
swallowed
this
up
game
into
a
the
French game?
megacity. They
Actually,
sound
don't know.
rich to you. This is Revachol East.
In the West River?
Houdon. It's somewhere to live.
Houdon.
Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People
Bad.
shouldn't live there, but they do.
I see.
Then Forberg. It's almost
And
as
the
bad
Martinez?
and much larger. Then Coal City.
Martinez.
It's the worst. It's
Martinez.
so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait. There it is. North of Jamrock, the strip of coast next to the Greater Revachol Industrial Harbour. It looks downright despondent. It's almost Coal City, to be honest.
Oh, do people
No.
pull there?
This is
Oh.
somewhere to be. This is all you have. But it's still something. Streets and sodium lights, the sky, the world. You're still alive.
Oh, the map of Martinez.
It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing.
Oh,
A
okay.
picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48.
I see.
Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful
Oh,
for
okay.
scouting
They're
ahead.
pretty useful.
You see the
Noted.
jagged boxes of an industrial harbour, even the whirling in rags there.
Look at the map of Insulin D.
This large map displays archipelagos.
Insulin.
You see a constellation
What?
of small dots on the light blue
Caillou.
emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The
Insulindic.
largest in the northeast
I
is
see.
La Caillou.
The
You are here.
Caillou.
Another far away in the southwest,
Caillou.
Seminese Islands, Ile de Fantôme,
Il du Fantôme. What else?
Ozon, Laurentide,
Yeah, there's so much
Fas
French in
Alamir,
this.
Archipelagos,
The
North Arcade
archipelagos.
Islands, all just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines, black and white, disintegrating into mathematics.
Oh,
In the
map.
northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou in a bookstore. It's you.
It what? A dust mite stance on the north. Going first. Can you see cities on
You
this
can.
island?
On Caillou, Revachol, a single black star. On Ozon, Fondelier, and Vilmandu. On archipelagos,
Croyan,
Croyan Moran,
Croyan,
Villiers,
Moran.
on Seminine, Olduvai, and on Laurentide, Deora of the Seven Seas. 850 million people live on these little dots.
What, 850
An oceanic
million?
world of culture and commerce torn apart by history.
Bro, that's a lot of people. 850 million.
The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness.
It doesn't look like there's
Windy
850
is the north
million
azimuth.
people
Gra
living
is the
around where we are.
azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Seo is the west azimuth. Isolas, they're called.
I see.
Connections to other worlds. Words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there.
I see.
You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods, but looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent.
I like how Encyclopedia's face
Whatever
is like a
they
book, as is like
the
eyebrows.
Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you, and very, very far away. Perhaps they are gods, gods of distance and outer dust.
Storky, can I buy these maps?
Sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
Why is Martinez so
That old
cheap?
thing. It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when
I
some
see.
design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue.
Yep, I know,
set
we
up
saw
those
it.
coin-operated viewers.
Oh yeah,
and
we saw
designed
those
the
too.
new street
They're all
lamps.
like vandalized.
The place does not look like a successful tourist trap, does it?
Yeah, it does not.
They
What
didn't
happened?
get that far, for some reason. A
I
shame.
can
the
steal
project
it.
never got going.
Nah, I'll just buy
It'd
it.
be nice. Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
Thank you. There we go. We got a map now. A quaint picture book brochure, very colorful. It's a tomb of fascist magic, rather candid. There we go. We got a map. Oh, so here's everywhere. Look, we haven't been like any. Okay, so this is what we can see. Oh, there's a big Ferris wheel here. I know we can't go past this way because it's blocked off right now, right? We went to the... Because, yeah, we're down here. This bridge right here where my mouse is. Remember, it's damaged right now. I'll be back up till Wednesday. Look, you can see damaged ledger. That's me. The hangman is right there. There's Kuno. Electric doorbell. These are all the things I'm like stuck. A physical instrument. Measure head, the dock worker, and from the Hellman series, the map wall. Okay, that's good to note though. We don't have enough skill experience. Okay, let's talk to her. Maybe she knows something. Oh, what's this?
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A
Yeah.
strange cage-like trinket
The hell
dangles
is
from
back
the
here?
curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Oh, here it's behind the
Nothing.
curtains.
Now, please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books?
She fiddles
The
with her
books are all you
pendant.
care about.
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you,
Oh my
urging
god.
you to buy more books. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
Examine the strange cage-like trinket.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled
Where?
from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you.
That's a fish head with empty eyes. Oh, that just makes me shiver.
This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide protection against ill luck,
It's
bad
what's a
dreams,
ward?
curses, and other supernatural
You sure this thing's not
scourges.
cursed? We're the 70s.
Inhabitants of Ile de Fantôme,
Remember
the
we heard about them
Seminole
earlier.
Islands, down. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
Should I just pull over the curtains? Okay.
Just
on.
as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers.
Her hands have closed around her pendant. Her fingers nervously play with the talisman.
Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them.
What?
I won't be held responsible for the consequences.
Oh,
too
the
dangerous.
consequences.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
This is about the curse, that's why you're
No,
afraid?
it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains.
But I sense this place is calling for me. I must have a gate.
My
You guys
God,
repented again.
even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir.
Fine, I'll think
Thank
about it for a
you.
while.
Let's just talk about this first, all right? There's no reason for you to venture into the unknown.
Why don't you want me to go back there?
Talking is always good. Go see what she
Okay,
has to say.
I'll go talk to her.
The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you.
Now, I'll leave them for now. I'll trust your judgment. Okay, let's talk.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance.
They saw...
Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Before we go on, you seem to be well off. Can you give me some money? I feel like we won't be having an opportunity to ask later. Sorry, the owner of the store.
The proudest
I'm
owner
gonna
of our
ask this
little
lady
shop
for
of
money
culture.
randomly. I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture. Her voice, high pitched, sounds familiar. You talk to her, yeah, through the doorbell. Your daughter's the one standing outside, right?
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Did you talk to her?
Yep.
Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
I don't agree with human being. I don't
Come
do
now.
that.
It's not personal. It's about proper sales practices and market research.
You want
I
answer?
expect an answer. I
Fine.
guess it's better than nothing. She'll have to try harder next time.
The way you're handling her, Chicago, that's why the trooper, she's a great value. I'm here to dismantle the framework and abolish child labor. Now, she's just working for her mom's store. It's not child labor. Come on. It's quite the trooper. She's a great
I know
value.
you're trying to be nice, but she really needs to try a bit harder. No one gets anywhere by being average. I'm not raising a financially negligent woman.
And that is quite the trooper. She's a great
I
value
know you're
add.
trying to be nice, but she really needs to try a bit harder.
Wait, she just said that.
No one gets anywhere by being average.
Oh, I
I'm
said
not
that.
raising a
Okay,
The
change
woman
subject.
before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every
Right.
now and then, she
Yeah.
nudges her glasses.
The girl outside mentioned this place is cursed.
Who said that? Annette?
Yep.
I will have a word with her. This place is not cursed.
You literally
It
said it
has
was
a
cursed like
robustly
5 minutes ago.
magnetic energy.
In the
Good for
in-game 5 minutes
commercial
ago.
activity. My business is thriving, sir.
What in God's name is she talking about?
Why are you so sad about the curtains? I just want to know what's on the
I
other
already
side.
told you. It's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand
This
why it's
curiosity
so
killed the cat.
important to you. Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books.
She recites it like it's a poem, or like she's playing a role she's grown tired of.
If it's just a sport room, why does it have a 70s war protecting it?
It's just for decoration.
Uh-huh. She wavers under your gaze, mouth pressed into a tight-lipped smile, then something breaks.
Okay, fine. It's because this place is cursed.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like Annette said, they don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
What do you mean I ruined everything? She closed her eyes, started mumbling something to her pendant. How does this curse
The
manifest
curse
itself?
It's so much worse than you could imagine.
What?
It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
A shiver runs through the woman as she looks around the dimly lit
It's
store.
the curse of financial distress.
Uh-oh,
of
her voice
ruin
drops to a
and
whisper.
bankruptcy.
She pierced the curtain again. I'm looking at I didn't mention that the priest
It's
had
not
experienced
just
some
that,
financial
officer.
trouble.
We're dealing with something supernatural here.
Supernatural?
It's the pack of demons feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's
Huh?
something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Have you sought help from
Yes,
anyone?
I've contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards.
She nods at the strange cage-like trinket on the,
The wards
curtains.
help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even though now I fear, it's not enough.
Is your pendant part of the wards as well?
Oh, this?
Yeah.
No, It's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books.
She holds the pen in her palm. Its orchid heart glistens under the lights. Okay.
There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
Desert pygmy shamans. That sounds like a rather questionable way to describe a group of people. Doesn't seem like the spell is working.
Yeah, exactly.
There are no customers around except you.
Honestly, this pen seems like a scam. You could be doing so much more.
I am well educated in the commercial and esoteric arts. I know what to do and what to avoid.
Sure, she nudges her spectacles. Have you ever thought about a sale? Maybe this could lure in some customers?
My wares? I can see, sir, that you don't value books very highly.
What, you don't have to put all of them on sale? Like, have a loss leader. That's what a common business practice.
This would only tempt the phantoms of doom. They
The
can
phantoms
sense the
of doom?
desperation, you know.
Would you like me to give the case? I could investigate, see if the curse is real.
Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be, so they can return to their slumber.
My liege, you know what this case calls for? A para-detective.
Ooh, high chance. Yes, I have drama. Go enter to let you investigate the doomed commercial area. Yes! Roll a 10.
Silver-tongued fiend.
Nice.
Show her what world-class perfect.
I'm rubbing my hands together. Ma'am, I came here to help. I've handled paranatural situations before.
Sure?
She looks
I
skeptical.
think I haven't seen charlatans before.
I've returned from the void, a para-detective from a long line of para-detectives.
You're no para-detective. You look nothing like one. And you're clearly a drinker. Pardon me for being so blunt, but...
You look like one. The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook. Go ahead then. Rock her world, he thinks. I'll compose some notes.
I mean, I've had my fair share... I've had my share of drinks, but only because the spectral realm is parapsychologically taxing. You see, it's necessary to drink the spirits in order to contact the void. I'll say
How
one.
do you know all this?
Here we go.
There we go. Your words brought me here in the first place. The 70s plus also runs through me. I'm the void remnant. I have the powers to debat all the bad energies. I'll just say the first one.
Parsimonese. Oh, it means our meeting couldn't have been
Yes, I'm
mere
parsimony.
chance. The hand of fate guides us. But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter.
Sure.
You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us.
No problem whatsoever. Your family's safe. Phantoms are no match for me.
Good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you
She
swear
shuffles
it?
nervously. Actually, I'm not feeling violent anymore. I'll
Thank you,
honor it.
sir. There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity.
The
Do
entity.
not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
Of course, the entity. I close your eyes. For I have sensed its presence.
The
Yes.
entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney?
Chimney, the passage between heaven and hell,
Yes,
of course.
That chimney is part of
Yes,
the
of
building's
course.
central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume.
Ooh, key the bookstore back
You should go
door.
find the entity
Okay,
and
sure.
ask what happened to all the companies in the building.
I will.
What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it.
Thank you.
Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round.
Yeah.
I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say
Okay,
about the curse.
let's go.
What you discover in there.
Okay.
Unbelievable
ghost
darkness
busting.
and ruin. What you
I ain't afraid of no
discover,
ghosts.
Probably just some office space. Don't be scared.
I have a few more questions about the curse.
Okay, but please, only a few questions.
She
You
peers at the
wouldn't want to
curtain.
disturb the spirits.
Okay, why didn't you just tell me right away it's the
not good
curse?
to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism. It's
She shivers.
dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
Wow. Void raves. You have new words.
Never mind, I have other
The
questions.
woman before you scans the store. Her
What if I want to
short
buy a book?
Goodness, you were already already doing good, browsing the shelves. Why'd you stop? Don't you feel compelled? Go!
She
Get
fiddles
back
her
there.
pendant and then
The
waves her
books
bony
await
fingers directly
you.
at you. What type of books do you
Everything
have?
is on the shelves. Take a look yourself. The shelves compel you, don't they?
Okay, I'll take another
She
look
smiles
then.
and nods.
For now, book peddler. Okay, let's go. Let's go do some ghost busting.
You
I ain't
see
afraid of
a
no
set
ghost.
of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A
Pull the
strip
curtains open. Ha ha ha.
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little Seminese wards, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
Oh!
A small, terrified O escapes from Plaisance as she tries her best to look away, her round face buried in her hands. Okay, let's equip the flashlight. There we go. Let's use the flashlight. Ghostly silhouettes of hair dryers. Oh, there's what do they call it? Vaguely androgynous portrait of a man. Talisman. Is that what they call it? Or no, what are they called? You know, like this little paper they use to like ward off like spirits. Why can't I think of the name? I generally think of it for like Southeast Asian, what I call like generally seeing like Southeast Asian like horror games. I think like there was like I don't know. I think like a Taiwan game. I remember. I think added in or Vietnamese. Is it Southeast Asia? Maybe that's not Southeast. I don't. I think that. Man, my geography knowledge of Asia is not up to snuff, to be honest. But anyways, let's look.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
Anyways, let's unlock the door with the key.
After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door slides slightly open, letting a draft of cold air into the room.
Yeah, there's probably just like a window open or something. Let's go. He said, I ain't afraid of no ghost. Oh wait, Kim has something to say? What's up?
What is this place?
The lieutenant stares at the dusty training equipment. It's the adventure. It looks like a gym to me. Yeah, it looks like a gym so far. I think this may have been the Arts and Peps boxing club for young athletes.
Right. Though it looks like no one's been here in ages.
Yeah, no kidding.
I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us.
Yeah, that's why I took it out.
An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
What if there's a reason why no one's been here
Yes,
for ages?
because it's closed. No need to look for supernatural explanations where a banal one will do. Now let's move on, shall we?
It's Occam's razor, right? Isn't that the simplest explanation is the right one or whatever? I think that's what Occam's razor is, right? Professor says Fortis, the rest is worn off. Okay, now curiosity killed the cat here. I'm gonna look it up. Occam razor says, yeah, the simplest explanation is usually the best. Okay, I was right. Okay, let's go. Worn out wall bars, they look unsafe. What's this? A shot put ball. Why don't I grab a shot put ball?
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates.
Okay, continue.
It's 60 kilograms. Your
60
triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with.
Do I lift 60 kilos?
There are no collars on the barbell. This
Nope.
is a safety hazard.
Look, Kim, it's a trap. There's no collars on the
You're
barbell.
Right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then.
What kind of bastard would just remove the collars? It should be a felony.
It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. No
That's
one's
fair.
supposed to come here anymore.
I'm not gonna lift it. It may kill me anyway. Okay, nothing else. Let's go. Ooh, what's this? The hallway is blocked by old window panes and debris. Okay. Hello? Ooh, it's like spooky. Or a large demijohn full of strange liquid. What the hell's that? Well, animals stare at you in the dark, stuffed in mountain. They're just taxidermy. Ooh, what's that? Why is the music got creepy? Airship rotors covered in spider webs that remind you of blades. What is this? Looks like the remains of the 24-hour window repair shop. Oh. A naked mannequin torso, a strange yellow color. There's lots of stuff to look in here. Blue velvet, soft to the touch. Okay, let's go in the office. Skis with slipstream printed on the laminate tabletop. Slipstream, isn't that one of the things that we could call? What's this? Steel rotor blades wearing a slipstream logo.
Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize their business here.
I don't get it.
Look, the skis and rotor blades both bear the same slipstream logo. It seems likely that they started out making one, failed to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing the other.
The question is, why did they start with, which did they start with and which did they pivot to?
That's a good question.
But strangely imagine that they still failed. How sad.
Reality is ruthless.
Okay, that's what's in here. What is this? Production schedule, filament memory, the hell? Yeah, that's what we're doing right now. What the hell did I just pick up? It sells for $50. It sells for $13. The cube-like crisscross of filaments feel oddly fragile in your hand. Its intricate structure covered in dust. Silver tape on the side reads production schedule. Note, this filament contains information that can be read using a radio computer. The hell? I don't have a radio computer. Okay, what's in here? Ooh, I'll take the money. Is this Emma's atelier? I don't know. Who's Emma? I'll take more money. Easy. $4. Ooh.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in
someone's doing like
scribbles,
math or something here.
And schemes, like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
Let's see the drawings.
These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins, casting wax-based magic.
Yeah, no, different Welkins. Hey, Welkin and Kenshin. Make out candle Welkins.
Translucent Welkins, with organs shining under their skin, and even ether Welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. You should adopt one of those Welkins as your persona. No longer a mere man.
I'm a Welkin.
But a Welkin. One of the Welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
Let's examine it.
It's Vara Hamira, a high Welkin.
A high
His
Welkin.
face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a Welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-Welkin races will be purged.
This guy's a racist.
The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin. Green Welkin, Dread Welkin, and the High Welkin to rule them all.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures.
Why did I spend much time into that? Who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions. One of them is a welcome supremacist.
Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too.
Lieutenant Lod's at the Welcome's facial hair. Why would anyone spend so much time on this?
Some people really like building a world, I think. Even if it's just for a game.
Who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real? I have so
This
many
looks like
questions.
concept art for a project. It's
Okay.
not really real.
Well, this has been educational. Let's move
Just
on.
look at those details. So much effort.
Yeah, I expect the
photo
photos.
collage
See, there's all these
barren, icy
collage here.
landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much-needed respite from our own world. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario, a desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe."
Inspect the schedule.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like
year
sprint,
50.
daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn
GPI.
grid, the grand scheme of
Gross
production
product index.
and money. Minimi stands for a mini meeting.
Oh.
It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUN. Station 41 tried to implement it a few years ago, but failed.
Keep reading, what happened?
As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Looks like they didn't make it.
Lieutenant looked at the frigid ice field of
A
nothingness.
note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says,
What?
"See the prod schedule filament for details."
I have this schedule filament. I just need the
The
projector.
handwriting is
to
only
read it.
partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: "Call in, tune out," "Wirral untethered," and "Heat death of the universe."
Is someone like writing like a book? Is that what it is? Oh, what's this?
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart.
Oh,
and
is
a
this
wired
the radio
framework.
thing or whatever?
The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
A radio computer.
Radio computer,
Just
yes.
sitting here without anyone inside.
You sound surprised and big country. Do you think I should turn it on?
We have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it.
Yeah, I'll turn it on then.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open.
Okay, well, look inside the
It's
compartment.
empty like a beehive.
Let's put the
without
thing we
its
have
brood.
in it.
Some cables have been left dangling. The filament you have would fit perfectly inside the
Yeah, exactly. Insert it.
Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place.
Thanks for the experience.
On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
Yeah, play.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good evening, Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please
Or
repeat.
station,
Is
that
this
means
the
1.
production schedule?
What's the production
The
schedule?
filament you have inserted into the reader.
Ah, right, thanks for the
That
explanation.
was a question. Have you inserted it into the core?
Yeah.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Wait, I didn't expect someone to
Password.
answer.
Of course it would have a password. That's why there's a human administrator involved.
Password? I'm really bad with passwords. Can you give me a hint?
No.
A hint system is not part of the protocol for repeater stations.
I don't know the password.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Oh, okay.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Why did you call me Fortress Accident?
Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to.
Yeah, but there's like no one here. You know any information about this company?
One moment.
You hear her flip through a catalog before she reads out with studious care.
Fortress Accident
Ooh,
SCR
good point.
produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games.
Oh,
That's what the catalog says.
Interactive call-in radio
That's
games.
not bad.
And what's that? This interactive call-in radio game.
Any other questions?
The static drowns her response. You hear her ask when the connection finally improves. What are you, machine?
Yes,
Or are you
I
alive?
am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne.
Oh, it's Yvonne.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
Yvonne, my partner tells me that you're here because radio computer guys are all paranoid, but where are you? How do you know where I am?
I work as a repeater at the East Insulindian repeater station. It's my job to know where you are, Fortress Accident. As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios.
Okay.
Now, please tell me if there's anything else I can do for
I don't know the
Fortress Accident.
password, so I'll just say that's not for now.
Thank you, and goodbye.
Goodbye. The old lady's voice disappears along with
Tiles
static.
on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow.
Ooh,
Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Press print.
Nothing happens.
Remove
The
it?
filament slides out of its glowing nest.
Okay, well, we'll have to come back to this, I guess, then. Yeah, we got a skill point, so let me make sure I want to level up the thing I need to do first, which is the body, which I need endurance to do. So we're going to go level up endurance first. Accept changes in clothes, right? Because I need endurance. That's what it said. The Hanged Man, endurance legendary, yeah. What I need. Ideally, I'd level up physical instrument because there's 3 things I need physical instrument for, but I just need to do endurance. Okay, yeah, I did. Okay, good. Let's look at this.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker.
Because I don't want to sell
the
that
mesh
thing.
spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. The whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic tiles.
Hold on, how do you
Very
know what
pedantic.
a key trick and mosaic tiles are supposed to look
History
like?
classes, students with their textbooks open, studying the roots of our civilization. Those aquarelle blue tiles looked beautiful in the sun.
What am I looking at?
Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic.
Radio frequencies for what?
Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
So we're doing something medical here?
So. The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants.
Wait, who's the Game Master?
Someone very important. The leader of a massive on-air game built by these people. A conductor for the hundreds of story threads that pass through the Game Master's frequency.
Remember they said it's like a game network? If it's a game, then who's
Whoever
playing?
decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
Yeah,
My
I
God.
agree.
It's
He
as
kind of
if
leans
the less
closer.
money
His
they
fingers
had,
tracking
the
the
more
magnet
ambitious the
radiosome.
project became.
Why you say
The
that?
schedule. I know.
He nods
too
at the
when I
calendar
see
on the
it.
chalkboard.
The
That
company
makes
was
Marker's
running
stained
out of
fingers
funding.
clean. Oh, it was running out of fun. What else?
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
Okay. Oh, he wants me to talk to him. You guys can't see it because I'm covering, but there's like the character portraits. Here, I can show you briefly. You can see there's character portraits I'm covering up. Shows my health and my morale. I have 1 morale down. I could restore it, but I don't know if a restore only does 1 or 2, so I'm waiting until I go down 1 more morale, and then I'm going to use it. And if it only covers 1, then I'll use both then. Yeah, you can see there's like a pop-up speech thing that tells you that he wants to talk to you, so... yeah, just wanted to let you guys know that.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
Looks like a failed. It's just a failed business, isn't it? That's what. Oh, I think. Or do you think it's an undercover counterintelligence program?
No, that's not it. I think
It takes a step back,
it looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games.
Yeah.
Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
How were they planning to do
Through
that?
call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the game master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
Has anyone done this before?
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Graz, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry.
Yeah.
Not in Revachol West, among the ruins.
Yeah.
But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an interisolary game before. We just don't have the technology.
And this was a role-playing game?
Indeed. Those Welkins are a dead giveaway.
He points to the
Role-playing people
chalkboard.
love that stuff. The world
Yeah.
looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with hit death thrown in.
I see.
Super cool. Someone should give them millions of real immediately. This game is too good to be left unfinished.
What do you think happened to the
No
company?
idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard.
Wow.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but
Lieutenant tilts his head, thinking. They were insane if they thought they could do this. It was just to play the cheap money out of their investors' pockets. The curse got them. I see another explanation. World is cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish it. Do we have any money? Let's give them more money so they can finish it, make it even bigger. They were saying they thought they could do
yes,
this.
especially in here.
Yeah, Lieutenant looks around the Delaric room. The pipes howl and a rat crosses the floor in front of
Okay,
their feet.
let's keep moving.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's look in here. Oh. Where the hell are we? I'll take this. More magnesium. And... oh, what do I have? The wind howls from the coal chute. What the hell is this thing? A bear?
You see a
Ice bear
terrifying ice
fridge.
bear with a strange compartment in
Yeah,
its
like
belly.
wow.
The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red. The bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxidermy?
What is this thing? Looks like a giant ice
The
bear.
lieutenant doesn't answer. His eyes are glued to the animal. A sharp slice of light shines out from its mysterious belly door.
Oh, let's open the
A
door.
gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet
I
you.
mean, it's a fridge,
You
right?
hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his
He's
gun.
scared of the fridge? I'll
The
look
shelves
inside.
are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name Revachol Ice City.
Revachol
A
Ice
handwritten
City.
note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
Examine one of the ice cream
A
wrappers.
friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge.
Take note of it from
You
the door.
pocket the note.
The note.
And the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
What is a giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first
Good
place?
question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
The lieutenant reaches for one of the wrappers. He studies it in the light. They try to sell ice cream from this hyper carnivore.
I know. What an
Does-
unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
Yeah, they points to the red snarky cable running from the gate.
The fridge
Fridge.
buzzes with
Yeah.
energy.
Electricity.
The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, so we got whatever that note was. Let's read it. Handwritten note you found from the giant ice bear fridge is still bears, ha ha ha. Some marks from the fruit-shaped kitchen magnets that were used to secure it to the fridge
The
door.
note is written with a blue pencil
yeah, let's
on a
read it.
piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
Lieutenant leans closer to read the crumpled note over your shoulder.
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active. Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here.
The offsite
illiterate
copy.
ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio,
Oh,
so I
Kuna.
had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll find the filament memory with the offsite copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important.
You'll find the filament memory
I'd
with
do
the
it myself
offsite copy
if I
in the
lived in a
frozen
civilized
ice cream
place
maker.
with a freezer. Take care.
Oh.
Sully Swaff.
You have any idea where the frozen ice cream maker
I
could
don't
be?
know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge.
Who's the illiterate ginger kid?
Really? You don't have a single guess?
The lieutenant looks at you. Acquire himself courage and a smuggler, and you mean Kuno?
Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on the filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter.
I wonder who wrote
Looks
that
like
note.
someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here.
Maybe they have to leave in
That's
a
a
hurry.
plausible hypothesis.
What's the filament memory?
It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right? It's
Yeah.
like one of your disco tapes, only for a computer.
Oh, I
It's
see.
like the production schedule you found. Only this one's an off-site copy.
Okay, let's put the note away. Okay. Okay, so let's look for this ice cream thing. The wall collapsed and it's inaccessible now.
A thick layer of coal dust covers
Ooh,
the
a
furnace,
central furnace.
coloring it pitch black.
And what is this thing? Is this a
Looks
furnace?
like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney.
Oh, this is what she wants to talk to, right? He opens the door and gingerly peeks inside.
No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
Look into the furnace.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs.
What are you doing?
The lieutenant asks when he sees you climb halfway inside the furnace. I'm not sure, Kim, but I think I can hear someone talking
Wait,
upstairs.
really?
Looks
Should
at the ceiling.
investigate. See if someone's upstairs.
Smear your hands with coal.
A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient.
These voices I hear, maybe it's the malignant entity. Malignant says lives in
You're
the
right.
chimney.
The rooms do look like they're connected. But malignant entities don't exist. At least
Yeah.
not the supernatural kind.
Always has to be the skeptic, this man.
Physical instrument. Kick it with your foot.
A hollow ring echoes through the furnace.
Ow.
Your toe hurts.
Ah, god damn it. Okay, I had to use both my healths to heal myself. Howie. Hello?
You muster all your strength and yell. Your dehydrated, hungover throat can produce little more than a dry croak. A lifetime of smoking and drinking will do that to you.
Oh,
The
thanks.
chatter from the chimney continues on as before. You seem to have made no impression on whatever's up there. Then again, maybe it's worth actually trying something up there.
Maybe you should let your voice rest, officer. Try again later.
Okay. Wait, is this the ice cream maker? Ice cream maker, defrost and unplug. Yeah, is this the one that's right here? A flashlight casts a strange shadow. There's a hidden doorway here. Oh. Interesting. Two rusty rifles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperable. Someone has stuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Can I use my flashlight? Yeah, shine light on the hidden compartment. It looks like there's a hole in the wall.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
Yeah, I
Your
do.
hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs, rummaging around. You
Look.
find rusty rifles hidden away.
Rifles,
Are
Kim.
these any good?
Lieutenant steps closer, curious, and inspects
Most
the
of them
rifles.
are rusty and inoperable, like the rest, but one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock. in better cosmetic order than the others.
This one looks nice. Take the rifle.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way.
An old Bell McGraw from the Revolution. The lieutenant notes with approval. His eyes are gleaming. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way. Where are we? Look around the secret room.
Seems like an old bunker from the Revolutionary period.
Okay.
Look at all those rifles.
He points up at the rifles in the ceiling.
Weapons cache.
Oh. What does this mean? A rifle
here? It means
here?
there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
Okay. He likes this find.
Oh, okay. Okay. What's this? A frozen ice cream maker that's still running.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut. You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip.
Oh, pry bar.
A pry bar would come in handy here. If you want to try again, then you need to have the
Yeah, I understand. I have it.
Equip the pry bar by...
Oh my gosh, let me... God damn it. Antique Bell Rifle. Bell McGraw Rifle. Broken McGraw monsters from ages past. It's 4-shot, bolt-action military. Okay, but we got it.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine.
Pry bar not strong enough.
A hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that
Maybe
appears
heroic.
to be frozen shut.
Turn the ice cream crank.
Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams.
Bro, I have to roll a 12 in order to get it.
Dripping.
Let's...
The ice squeaks beneath
10.
the pry bar. You think you've got the bar jammed in there pretty well,
God
but the
damn it.
lid simply won't budge.
What is this?
You see the pry bar's metal handle bending right before your very eyes.
The hell?
Well, that's a good pry bar. I'm not criticizing it, but this ice cream maker is frozen shut. It takes an advanced tool to get it open.
Advanced? Where do we
I
get
have
one?
no idea, officer. This ice cream maker isn't important enough to requisition a special tool.
Sooner or later, you will stumble upon a tool mighty enough. Then we will know what's in this mysterious ice cream maker.
Well, we know what it is. The note said that's what it was. It's in this. It's in this thing, the filament or whatever.
Two cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby. Something close to you dies with a soft electric purr.
Why did you do that?
Why did I unplug it? Well, because then I thought that it'd stop making the ice cream, so then we can actually open it. That was my thought process. It's black, it's not like the red one.
Lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything.
Unplug the giant red one.
Sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now.
How about now?
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer.
Now it's better.
The ice around it slowly melting.
It's starting to melt. Aha, see, that was my plan. Ooh, it's a shirt. Drama. Intercom wires running the breaker box. Oh. What's down here? Oh. A cellar window. People's feet shuffling on the street. Okay. Yeah, I unplugged this. Let's look at it.
The bear's eyes are dead and empty. Ice inside the fridge slowly melting. The power has been cut off.
Yeah, I cut it off. I don't know why I cut the fridge power off, to be honest. The other one makes sense. I don't know. There's just the option, so I thought I might as well do it. Let's go up the stairs here. Oh, we're here. So this connects to here. That's interesting. Okay. Well, we actually did kind of learn a lot, though, didn't we? Drama. We should put this shirt on. Yeah. Physical instrument, because we seem to be stuck on a bunch of physical instrument stuff, so... I don't know. We'll report her findings to her. Maybe she won't like it, though. We'll tell her, though.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that dark sarcophagus?
The dark sarcophagus paused dramatically.
Yes. How was it?
Tell her how ghastly it was. You know it's what she wants to hear.
It was a trial house of failed business enterprises leeching life away from this business thing. Honestly, dumb. Nothing to see there, just heaps of garbage. Someone should let the sunshine in. I don't particularly give personal opinions.
I knew it. Oh, such horrors that have been thrust upon us.
She shakes her head.
But what else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have you located the entity?
You don't have anything of substance to tell her until you found that entity of hers.
Well, we know it's in the thing, but I can't yell right now, so I'll have to be put on hold. Oh. The book is titled Man from Hell Doll and the Wildfire. Okay. Yeah, it says, the chimney I can't do yet. Map. So... bird's nest. Oh, this guy. Electrochemistry. The ledger. Hanged man. Electric doorbell. What is this? Central ice cream? I need central furnace, physical instrument, barbell. Yeah, okay, fine. Okay, we got, so physical instrument seems very important. Let's see if we can do the body now. I have plus endurance. Take 2.
There he still is, looking right through you.
Shit, compressed.
The body below
72%
is
chance.
entirely dedicated to that corpse smell.
Okay, let's try.
Emitting it is as you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a smell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself.
Now
empty.
the real investigation
With your
begins.
hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it. It's a puzzle. What's hanging in front of you is a puzzle of decaying flesh, tattoos, and tendons.
They always do that?
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
Step closer.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Inspect the boots.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor.
Armor?
Possibly part of a larger set.
These aren't just boots, are they? This is the armor he was stripped of?
Indeed.
This is the armor he was
Technically
stripped of.
speaking,
Sorry, not question.
these are sabatons, not boots.
Oh, sabatons.
Oh, the lieutenant uses a memo technique A6. That's not just any notebook. It's a classic.
Remember the notebook, tell me about the
It's
armor.
clearly some manner of super armor or future armor. Super future armor.
Oh my gosh. What kind of armor is this?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely.
Zirconium
This
dioxide.
is where the make would be.
Where?
Under the heel. Fair weather.
He turns
Fair
the boot
weather
slightly.
model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
Advanced stuff. The material looks out of place
It
here.
is. It's expensive.
The lieutenant draws a line in the condensation on the ceramic with his index
We've
finger.
requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
Oh, so it's supposed to be like bulletproof. How much are we talking
For
about?
a full set, about 4 years of wages.
Jesus.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rank.
Catching, baby,
By
not the
catching,
boots.
do you mean let's not log them as evidence? Let's steal them?
No, that's not what I
Of
mean.
course.
He nods. Where's the rest of it? Scavenged by the locals?
Piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. It would be odd if they didn't. We should keep a lookout for these species.
Yeah, the rest of the
armor
armor
could
set.
yield
I mean, it's
information.
expensive. Someone's probably
This is
gonna
one
pawn
thing
it.
he might actually know.
The armor could yield information. He points to Kuno, who's eyeing his vision. This one thing he may actually know. Understood.
The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form, ageless and synthetic.
How could this man afford such expensive
That's
hardware?
for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company. But that's just hearsay.
Initial report?
Just something I scraped together from my station.
Oh,
An
okay.
area report on Martinez. I'm sure you did the same.
They look pretty much for a security
I
guard.
agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
Knock on the
A
boots.
small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup. The pry bar in your hand is itching for some action.
Sounds
It's
fragile.
anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely.
Oh.
See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether,
I see.
like whirls of floorboards. The design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony perhaps.
What does this remind
If
me
trees
of?
were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like.
Run your fingers over the
The
lines.
smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice.
What do I
The
notice?
whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination, E50, 100, 1000.
Looks like there's a serial number on the right sabaton.
Good. Can you read it to me?
He tips the drying ball point on his pen to his tongue.
X5415 6745 678.
I'm not gonna lie.
2. Let's lie.
What? Why does he want me to lie? So this is the lie he wants me to do. This is for drama. Why does drama? I mean, it's drama. I guess drama always wants you to lie.
We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema.
I'm not gonna lie. The whole world's shaped letters combination. So that's what he says. Run the numbers on the victim's armor. Oh, okay. Pull the boots off.
The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Ooh.
Stop!
Lieutenant's voice is sharp. He looks at you with boots underneath.
He's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal!
What?
You're about to pull his head off.
Huh?
Do it, homo!
I'm gonna pull his head off, right? I'm not a homo. Do what?
Pull his head off. There's no point performing an autopsy if you do. We'll have compromised the coroner's case.
Ah, shit.
Indeed. From this angle, it does look like the neck isn't going to take much more.
So if I pull the boots, it's gonna snap his neck?
Has all but liquefied his muscles.
What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot?
Are we not detectives? There may be clues
How
to the
many
boot.
clues do you need? You already found the number. Besides, there's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots. They are fused to his feet now. Why do you think the locals haven't scavenged them yet?
You're sure there's a way to peel them off, but first the body needs to be down. And second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around.
I won't steal them.
Alright then.
Fine.
You can pay the hostel bill in honor points.
I know.
How many honor points have you collected?
What's going on? What's gonna happen to these boots
Processing
then?
will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing. But we must pick our fights. Should we continue?
Back off.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Inspect the belt.
The hangman's knot is pulled
belt
tight
that's
by the
hanging up.
weight of the corpse below.
Yeah, what is this?
Yellow,
It looks like
hard-edged polyester.
you know,
cuts
like a cable you
into
wrap,
his
like
neck.
strap to like a
Above,
vehicle.
A sliding
Like
buckle
if you want to
ties
get
the
something
belt
big,
to
you
the
use
branch.
this thing to strap it to it. Right? That's what it looks like to me.
This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt.
Yeah, exactly.
Big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships.
Oh, but it's tied to airships. Don't ask me I know this, but this is a lashing belt used for airlifting cargo.
I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them.
Apparently this is reinforced kind for airships. My brain tells me so.
The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
I'm assuming we're assuming dock workers from the harbor did this. How did they even get him up there?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
He points to the buckle tying the belt to the branch above. Did they climb up using the kid's ladder?
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
Okay. He makes a pulling motion.
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory.
Okay, we're assuming dock workers from the harbor
I'm still
did this?
approaching this as a lynching, yes.
Okay.
Motivated by the ongoing strike. You?
He politely raises an eyebrow. I feel like it's something else.
It often is.
9.
This bell worries me.
They sure wanted him to stay up there, reinforced with steel
I was
wiring.
afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed.
Okay, so he rises to inspect the noose. Back off.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt. Limbs limp.
Let's look
An
at the
intricate
tattoos.
web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
Sorry, I cut I cut myself earlier today, and I'm just sorry. What is this? Is this a map of the night sky?
Map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great Century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. customized somehow.
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right.
I'm missing something here.
So am I.
Something ringing, it fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper of his orange jacket.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it
He
open.
has some aluminum in his
Sounds
pocket.
like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some
Ooh.
sort of camera.
What's
A
that?
Trigat Sunshine Mini.
Tree got what the hell's that?
is the world's leading manufacturer of intercommunication devices,
Yeah.
primarily projectors. The camera before you looks familiar somehow.
I see.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
Ooh, he produces two metal-capped ampules and clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus. A thin slot shines
I have
there.
only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
He points the camera at the corpse, peering into it. The lens needs adjusting.
A
Then,
sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
Lieutenant says and shakes the paper, letting it dry in the cold wind. On it, a color-perfect copy of the dead man's tattooed chest. Cool machine.
Yes, it
He
is
slides the
pretty
camera
cool, isn't
closed and tucks it away on his belt. What do we need this
it? It
photo
contains
for?
insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
And I should look at it later without the corpse smell.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
He hands you the piece of paper rolled up photo paper. It's no larger than a pack of cigarettes.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
Look him in the eye.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
Tell me, who are you, dead man?
Yes, I passed.
I'm gone. Huh? I can see you're gone, but who are you? What's happening? I can see you're gone, but who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
You are now, but who were you when you were
A
alive?
killer. A motherfucker.
Huh?
And a killer.
I have another question for you.
Go ahead, Cobbo.
Where have you gotten?
Into the wild pale yonder.
Where's that?
In the past.
Oh.
Way out in the west.
I can't get the damn compartment of my ledger
The
open.
blue heart. Oh, that's good shit. You'll love it. Just press down and fuck it open like you always do. Fuck it hard. Copopo the clown.
The hell?
He means force. It'll work.
What is happening?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you.
It's the power of your
Last frothy liquid starts bubbling on his lips.
imagination. Go ahead. Ask me more questions. You fucking love questions.
Why do I love questions so much?
Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Give me a comical amount of questions.
Coming right up, copperoonie Rooney. This is getting upbeat now.
Is my name Rooney?
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
Rooney is obviously not who I am.
Between you and me, your name is probably Harry.
I'd really be Harry?
You can be anything you want, brother Coppo.
Why do I feel like I forgot something terrible?
Because you have.
Who killed you?
Love did me in, brother Coppo. It was love all along.
Can you ask me a question?
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this?
What?
Looking at my face, motionless, looking into my eyes, standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
I don't have anything else to do. This is all I have.
I am all you have. Then you truly lost it all, brother.
Yeah, probably.
Let the world drag it all away from you. And what it left, you pissed away. And here we are.
I hate you thinking you're boring.
Do I remind you of someone?
Yeah, me.
A child born with Muller's disease, harlequinism, grown up miraculously.
I'd be affected with harlequinism.
You sure I got out of that one? Coppellini. Come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features.
Memento mori features? He's saying something different than what this says.
See me in your dreams.
Okay. Squint and take a step back.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem.
Oh.
You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with.
Again?
Does his position at the time of death match the discoloration?
Okay, let's observe.
Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
His face or hands are pink, thighs too.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here.
Relax your eyes.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
So, what do you think?
I think he was upright after death. His hands, feet, and neck are discolored.
Agreed. Especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports a hanging.
You would still like the hypostasis marks in the neck to be a bit more pronounced.
For some reason, my brain would like the pink to be more pronounced in the neck.
Maybe it looks faint to you? It could be more pronounced, actually. Dumont noté.
Could it be he was moved after death?
There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
He's beaten up. See the bruises?
Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Oh, thanks.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
He means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal-like.
Something is coming out of him.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
He went to the toilet sometime before death?
Maybe.
He doesn't really want to dwell on this long. I think he's dead.
I agree.
His personality is no longer a part of the world.
Oh, no kidding.
Totally dead.
The world no longer stores his personality in his composition. There was time for that, and then 7 days ago. Nowhere to say that. Too heavy.
Sure. The corpse looks by, oblivious. Black decay liquid drops from his knee to his boot.
Back off and catch
but
your breath.
There is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils.
Thanks.
He slowly rotates before you.
So how do you get him
Are
down?
you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's down.
Something about his check. Okay, I'll check.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt. His torso covered in tattoos and extremities blotched.
Okay, let's ask the corpse thing something.
You have questions, don't you?
Never mind, we asked them all.
Come back later,
We did all this too? Okay, we're good. We're good.
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt.
Okay.
He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique.
Yeah.
He thinks it's frustrating, annoying, and harder than he thought.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
We could saw the branch.
Climb up there and saw the branch?
Yeah, it seems
there
dangerous.
Has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
We should ask for help from the
harbor. I was really
harbor.
hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
I would really prefer if there was another way. These people might have an agenda.
Let's reconsider.
But what other options? The corpse twists on the belt, like chicken on a skewer.
Can't someone else do it?
Someone else? You mean like the police?
What was that about processing, then? Weren't they supposed to take care of the boots? Why don't they help?
Can't the boys from processing take care of it? Why?
Think of the boys from processing as murderers. Only instead of people, they murder crime scenes. Processing is a wrecking crew. They know how to commission off items and how to work the incinerator in the morgue.
Oh.
I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here.
Maybe we could shoot him down?
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
With the buckle ties the rope to the branch. That's a good spot to aim.
Oh, do we use the gun that we have? That rifle that we got? There, the buckle holds the belt together.
Where? Ah, yes,
yeah,
I see. If
the
shot hits that, there might be a chance to
the
relieve
buckle.
the belt.
Okay.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss. The pigs will miss Kuno.
I'll take the shot, Lieutenant. What's the worst that could happen?
I'll blow his head off.
Take it. Take the shot.
Yeah, take the shot. Kuno wants some of that shit.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. That's a Kiel A9090 Armistice, mass-produced muzzle loader.
Okay, well, hopefully he doesn't fuck it up.
One of the most common firearms in the world. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
I'll trust you.
He's gonna fucking miss.
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
He missed.
Fucking idiot! Mookaba asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
It's okay.
Kuno's sorry too. Kuno feels sorry for the Beano Cloud.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word, just looks at the gun in.
Try again, maybe?
We are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised.
He looks around. The windows overlooking the yard.
Any mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals. We have eyes on us. I didn't do us any favors with that.
Okay, so what
I have
now?
to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
Can I have the gun? Should I try?
Bad as it is, us shooting firearms like punks.
He pauses, then shrugs and proceeds to load his lap.
I'm not stopping.
What? Oh, he's not going to stop us.
Just don't lose it.
The piece shines his outstretched hand.
We only have one gun.
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Take the gun.
Take it, you fucking banana poika. Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth.
Oh my god. Can these guys shut up? Can they leave the crime scene? Feel the weight first.
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth.
Okay, we'll try.
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Shut up.
Or what? You gonna fuck me? You wanna fuck me, pig? Is that what this is about?
I have low hand-eye coordination. How do I close my left eye
Your
first?
field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, slick, with the falling rain. The corpse, the slow movement of the branch in the wind, and your shoulders directing the gun's sink up, dancing hypnotically.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty?
28% chance. Oh no. 1 in 4. 1 in 4. Fuck it.
A plume of smoke erupts from
I got an 8.
Your head goes numb from the explosion.
I shot
it. With your ears still ringing, you lower the weapon to see what happened. You missed the belt, but hit the corpse straight in the chest.
God damn.
Bits of ribcage protrude from the skin.
It was a 28% chance,
only a murky
man.
sludge.
I got an 8. I think I needed a 9 or higher.
The sudden stink makes your eyes water.
Oh my god, he's gonna fucking cry. I knew it. What a mulko.
Is this our crying? There's something wrong with your weapons.
The armistice is sufficiently precise, officer, especially at close range.
He takes the sidearm from you and holsters it.
It's not the gun's fault you can't shoot. It's your pig hands.
Pigs don't have hands. They have like.
Oh my god.
Kuno has hands. Kuno can shoot that shit down for you.
That's because we're not giving you the gun, kid. Yeah.
We still need to get him down somehow.
This tone is growing tired now. The stench makes. Okay, let's see what this does. Okay, so it only gives you 1, so I'll just use 2. I raised my morale.
The way I didn't want us to. By asking the harbor for help.
Yeah.
They have the tools and the men. If they put him up there, they can take him down too.
But won't it be dangerous?
To ask the suspect for help with the victim's body?
Yes.
To be indebted to Everard Clare?
Yes.
Very much, yes. Which is why I would have preferred us to handle this ourselves. Clearly we can't.
Suck my dick, bitches.
We're not. Shut the fuck up. We're not talking to you. Who's Yvonne Claire?
The leader of the union.
Or
a dangerous
Everard.
and corrupt man, from what I hear. You don't want to owe him much.
I see.
Yeah? Don't go being someone else's bitches.
Oh my
You're
God.
Kuno's bitches.
How do we get inside the
From
harbor?
the gates, by negotiating.
Although the bullet hole that I shot him, that could infect the
fighting.
autopsy.
Or we can try to find some secret third path. It's unlikely though.
Okay.
To the gates. Let's negotiate.
Oh god. Let's go then. Yeah, I'm not gonna do save scumming or anything like that. Unless like I die, I'll reload before I die. If that's the only case I would, because I don't want to redo the entire playthrough again. That's it. Okay, so okay, we inspect the victim's body. Where the rest of the armor? Oh, we gotta ask Kuno. Use Kim's shortwave to run the ask around what the tattoo's meaning. So Kim's shortwave to run the serial number. Okay, so we gotta call. We also can level up again. So I think what we need to do is level up physical instrument. It seems the one that's used a lot. Okay. Okay, so we can try the sleep worker again and the furnace. Okay. Let's talk to Kuno first.
Fuck does Kuno care?
About the crime scene. You kids often play in this yard?
Pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck do you want with it?
The dead man's clothes were in the trash can. How did they get there?
Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
I need to know. It could be a lead investigation. Someone may be tampered with the murder scene.
Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
500? Wait, I asked you what happened to his clothes. You must have seen them lying around.
Kuno ain't seen shit lying around. Except for that up there. Now you want performance gear or not, Grandpa?
The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say, I told you so.
Okay, just entertain me. What are so great about these pants?
These are found modulars, liquid fit, performance crotch, urban survival shit. Made in Mirova by scientists. Pants scientists. Believe it, you need this shit.
This is Jack. They give you a quick peek at the plastic wrapped pants. They are graphite black and look brand new.
These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness. Coach Physical Instrument endorses these pants. They are tartan ready. They will also make you into an idiot.
No, Kuno, we don't know anything about the tampering, and I already have pants.
Whatever. Kuno was trying to help you, but you're too fat for fouling anyway, pig.
There's also a mug in the trash.
The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again?
Yeah, does the smoke have anything to do with it?
Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you pigs are after the mug fucker, cause he's the clothes fucker?
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder,
That's what
Kuno.
exactly I was saying. Someone's tampered the crime scene, cleaned some of it up.
That's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator. Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out, maybe you can...
Tell the Kuno who it was. He's curious.
What?
He likes putting 2 and 2 together.
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno.
Tell...
They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching. Get away from
Shilza has even meaner than before.
Yeah? Get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face.
Okay, the ladder ever climbed it?
Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed.
So you would say the ladder's unclimbable?
Does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
It's a trap, Kuno. Don't climb it, Kuno.
What's in the greenhouse over there?
Kipta's gardener used to work there.
Kipt is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminese or Areopagite descent. It used to be a common first name among the Areopagites of Ilmara. Not so much
well, yeah, it says provocative. Wait, hold on. The gardener used to work there?
That's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno.
He fills his lung with rancid air. His eyes get a little watery. You mean the young woman by the whirling rags? That gardener?
Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
He looks at you, his eyes nods as if agreeing with something.
Yeah, her. What was she doing in the greenhouse in March anyway?
Yeah.
What kind of gardening is done in March?
Good question.
Fish is sometimes used to fertilize the soil a few weeks before planting something. Maybe she was preparing the garden beds.
Yeah, it was probably fish. I'm not going to waste more time. No, I'll ask her.
Yes, it seems suspicious. You don't like things being like that. Suspicious.
True, true. I might have questions later. For now, let's talk about something else.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
I want to discuss the body with you. And I want more questions. I have more questions about the crime scene.
The kingdom of Kuno.
Yeah, something else. Sorry. I want to discuss the body with you.
Kuno doesn't give a fuck about it.
Where's the rest of his armor?
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor.
How come?
Kuno's fuck gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
Ooh, a mutant.
Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
Wait, what do you mean, threw it away?
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big.
He performs a kick off of an imaginary helmet.
Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style.
Oh my God.
That shit means nothing to Kuno.
You threw it in the sea.
That shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk.
Bro, that was
You
evidence.
wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate.
What do you mean?
Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit? Came around pretending like he cares about cows?
Yes, you met him at the gates. The one with the boots and the jolly smile.
Oh, is that the guy with like the race theory or whatever?
Yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor.
Curious, my liege. Why did Kuno feed you this information?
And you're telling me this out of the kindness of your heart, Kuno?
Yeah, Kuno's doing charity today. Kuno Day. Kuno feels sorry for you two loser pigs. Kuno's doing pity now.
Still, seems suspicious. He may have it in for that guy. Or you may be paranoid. That is also a possibility, sire.
There are contusions all over his body. Did you do that?
Fuck are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
Yeah, I just had like it suddenly hurting.
It says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
Contusions, bruises, talking about the marks your stones left on the corpse.
Did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing. This is Kuno's kingdom. Kuno fucking rules here.
You hear the lieutenant hum.
Okay, yeah. Okay, let's talk about something else.
Get lost.
Empathy's 3. Okay. That's it for now.
Doesn't...
Okay, so we did get some evidence. Where's the rest of the armor? Put the clothes in the trash. The young woman with the wheelbarrow of the corner of the world told you to break from gardening to the cabinet cell where she's lying. What kind of gardening is done in March? That's a good question. Okay, let's go ask. Oh no, I don't want to talk to you. Kind of hard to navigate going downward, but whatever. Okay, let's talk to the gardener. You're just...
It's raining again.
The young woman looks up at the overladen sky.
It was clear just an hour ago.
I must think about it. It shouldn't be long until we get it down.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't quite know what to say.
Thanks for keeping me in the know, sir.
Tell me, what exactly have you been doing in your greenhouse in March?
This
Mr.
might be the
Wheelbarrow
last
surprised
snow
the
we
question.
get. At least I hope so. Snow has nutrients in it.
Huh?
Helps everything green up in the spring. At least that's what my grandma always told me.
What?
Yes,
Snow's just water.
Think about the cute grandma, not the weird snow.
Squint at your eyes and look at her intently.
Stop looking at her. Look around. What do you see?
Entrance to
That's
your...
right. And the canal, the bookstore, the harbour gates. This is a great vantage point for keeping an eye on you.
So she's watching us? Noted, but I'll keep it to myself.
Glad to have been of service.
Thank
now you know the locals are keeping tabs on you.
I see. Okay, she's watching us. I caught your act. Anyways, let's go back inside and see if we can get this guy awake. Now I've increased my... This guy. Oh, there's more people in here now.
The worker is in a deep slumber.
Ooh, 42% chance. Okay, let's try.
There is only one way to wake this bone idol from his slumber. Roar like a hurricane. Rip the buildings from the earth.
Wake up! This is an order! I am the law!
Why the yelling man?
The 30-something man slowly lifts his head and gives you a pensive look.
Looks like a Sow descendant. A lot of Sow dock workers around.
Answer some questions right now.
Really? You woke me up for that?
The worker gives you a vacant stare, then groans.
What is it, officer?
Well, who's behind organizing the strike?
We are the workers, the union. We know what we need. What's right for us.
You mean there's no leader?
Okay. I guess there's also Everard.
That's the guy you mentioned before.
He's smart, knows how to negotiate. He's got our back.
See anything interesting in your trains?
No.
Was it pure nothing? Your conscious no larger than a single grain of malt? Tell me, was it bliss free of X some things?
Stares at you. His eyes dry from sleep.
That was the reference to the first part, like beginning of the playthrough.
I don't know what you're talking about, kind sir. But when I'm out, then I'm really out. No X anything. Just quality time.
Tell me about Wild Pines. Point to the writing on his overalls.
That's the name of my employer. I work in logistics.
He doesn't sound too enthusiastic about this.
How's that going?
How's it going.
The little dock worker let a big yawn and stares at the cafeteria's terrace doors. Some fingerprints glisten on the glass.
Haven't you noticed what's going on outside?
Of course, it's a total madhouse.
Good. Then you understand the gist of it. We would all be better off without the employers and their employment.
Huh?
For one, I could get some goddamn shut-eye right to sleep.
He rubs his eyes, then his head falls back on the table. Why are you sleeping here while the others are striking?
Got it. Majoret's got it. He's guarding the gate. I'm just getting some sleep. Or was.
What about the dead body in the yard?
Yeah, what about it?
I'm just trying to figure out what you know.
You know, people die here every day. Someone's found in a ditch, another one falls in a manhole, a third one gets eaten by stray dogs.
Be honest, I haven't seen any stray dogs.
If someone has decided to die on top of a tree, then how is it my concern?
Well, a little point asking you about the body then. I'll have to look into it, tell me what you know.
I can tell you this. Trouble's ahead.
What trouble?
You heard what I said. Draw your own conclusions. That's all I know, and I prefer to keep it this way.
The lieutenant gives you a little nod, then makes a note in his blue notebook. So Union people think he was a killer, he thinks. Even Sleepyhair.
Well, when we interviewed the dead body, he said he was a killer as well.
Good work, detective.
You always point at the bottle and spilt rum.
Help yourself to some. Wait. No.
Hey, at least we got some notes out of him.
It's empty.
Okay, I'll let you sleep.
The dock worker doesn't answer. His head is already back down on the table, in sweet sleep.
Okay, we got some news from him. Money is what really matters. I can't talk to any of these bozos. I can't talk to the guy at the table. Are you? Oh. I don't know. Okay. I guess I can't talk to any of these people. I thought I could. Okay. We're gonna do one more thing. We're gonna try the chimney, and then we'll do the whatever. Talk to the leader in the next one, the union person. Let's see. Can I do this now?
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream.
Okay, that's not. Let's see.
A thick layer of coal dust
Ooh,
covers the
72% chance.
coloring it.
Okay, let's try.
Black. Something breaks
passed.
loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then,
you hear a woman's voice answer. Hello, are you there? Speak to me.
Hello? Did you say anything?
There's a pause.
Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
you hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
Oh, okay. Let's go. Let's go upstairs. Where? Oh. I don't remember here. The hell is this? Shoes in a puddle of melting snow. What's up here? What is this? Postcard La Delta. Ooh. This tray is full of dice, a colorful polyhedral dice, hundreds of them. The candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice. Where are you?
Hello, I'm Nia.
A bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools with emerald light shining through her hair. Novelty dice maker.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Melius.
She taps on her headphones.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Wait, this is I don't think this is the person that was talking to me in the cellar. I think this is a different person. I think I just missed this entrance before. Hold on, what do you mean by Melissa's?
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
You pass the headphones on the desk.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
Miss me confused, I haven't knocked on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what?
Yeah,
it doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
No, I was looking for something else. Answers. Yeah, I'm not really sure why I'm here, honestly. I'm not understanding. Please understand to ask you some questions.
I can see that. I just thought you were a police officer looking for dice. How else can I help you?
Suits are a bird-like head.
No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
What do you know about the man who was lynched behind the whirling rags?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook, then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
Do you often work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people. But I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
And you never took your eyes off your work to look at the window?
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness.
It's light here, but dark in the yard at night.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside.
That's fair.
Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
What do you mean by daily ruckus?
There's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard.
He stops and tries to come up with an example.
During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
She looks out the window. Pale light comes in. I see. Thanks for the answers.
Nods.
Anything else, officer?
How did you become a dice maker?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition.
I see.
Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
Do you like role-playing games yourself?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
I see.
Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend on novelty items.
Hey, where are we anyways? What is this room?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
She looks at the ruddy bricks that make up the walls. Even though they've been repainted there are still signs of a coal black soot here and there.
When I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Creative.
Lieutenant looks around the spacious room. I heard this place is cursed. Did you know that people call it the doomed commercial area?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
This is the one who's saying she convinced this place is running with malicious energy.
The bookshop lady?
Yeah.
I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
I don't know why the bookstore isn't comparing crypto. That's what I'm here to investigate.
But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Well, the world is part of the Dunes commercial area.
So. Both houses were built at the same time and under the east of the Commerce Central project.
The customers are trouble paying bills. That's me. Yes, it's still separate money, so she can't reach there.
And then there is me.
Besides, looking at her messy work table, all kinds of tools lie there scattered, from knives to carving files to wire cutters.
I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
She thinks you're the source of it.
Malignant entity? What does that even mean? Some kind of sorceress? What about you, officer? Do you think I'm the malignant entity?
I'm trying to say there's no curse, only business decisions and natural market there. Market fluctuation.
Always so disappointingly mundane and boring. But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
That's all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful, as far as we can see.
Okay.
The bookstore closes starting 2100. You'll have to do that tomorrow.
Yeah, do you know what happened to the other Shivers? Why hasn't her business failed? I'll try. 3% chance.
You feel nothing. If anything, it's uncomfortably warm in here.
Nah, I'm gonna leave it at that.
She has begun to idly clean one of her carving tools with a dirty kerchief. The tools, sharp edge, shiny.
I like to order dice from you.
Tell me what you have in mind.
Looking something help me with my work.
I think I have just the right one for you.
She opened the top drawer, takes something out, 2 polyhedrons, red and blue cradle and palms. Because I'm a police officer.
Not the most original, right? I know. But sometimes the obvious choice is obvious because it's best.
I wonder if the dice will actually make me...
They're a gift from me.
Oh, they're a gift.
A beautiful woman tossing you a gift. Whatever you do, don't overthink it.
Totally overthink it. Let them fall on the ground. I'll try.
You overthink it.
Fuck.
Your hands can't agree what to do, and the 2 dice drop to the floor and scatter in opposite directions. Like
there's a 28% chance, to be fair.
The blue one disappears down the pit in the center of the room.
Ah, down the drain, like your career.
Jeez.
I apologize, officer. That comment was unnecessary.
That was so mean. I'll pick up the red die.
One is made of bloodstone with a lapis lazuli inlay.
Oh.
The other one was the inverse. They were a set, you see, but now the set is broken.
But you said it... This down's the pit.
It's a shame.
Maybe it's the bottom
of the... luck. You definitely need luck in Martinez.
You close her desk drawer.
Was there anything else?
Do you know what happened to other tenants? Everyone else is gone.
Are you interested in anyone specific?
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind.
Yeah. Just be a hair salon here, right?
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts.
Oh yeah, no shit.
They're scared of that word.
A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad.
I guess I'm still mad. I don't really have opinions on hairstyles.
I just want it off my face.
That's fair enough. She tucks a strand of hair under her scarf. What happened to the gym?
It wasn't merely a gym. It was Artemitep's boxing club.
Yeah, what happened to the club?
A community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
And who is the...
A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
Maybe that's what Kuno needs.
Kuno? Who's Kuno?
He's the poacher gremlin.
Oh, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth?
Yep.
Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard.
She looks out of the window, her face reflecting back in the dark.
I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
Judging from the kids I've met so far, it didn't really work out, did it?
It didn't. If
Yeah.
anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
Oh, jeez.
It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
What's with the broken windows?
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day.
Oh.
What could go wrong with this one?
Yeah, I wonder
right?
about... If you repair windows at like midnight, it's so
Turns
dark.
out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milias.
It was a...
Who would have guessed?
A front.
What's the snuff milieu?
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
Okay, what is
It's a
it?
Sub Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get off.
Radio station broadcasts real murders? The hell?
Nothing changes in her tone as she says that. As if it's just another piece
People
of
pay good money to
information
get off on it. The hell? That's kind of fucking weird.
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-roses. This isn't our problem.
Oh, okay.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators.
Does anyone here make stuffed animals? I saw a mountain lying around.
You mean Mr. Fabron?
Yeah, the taxidermist.
Yeah.
The
No,
taxidermy.
he mostly just did drugs.
Oh, I see.
Anything else?
I found creepy
There
mannequins.
used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came.
Insect rights? I didn't know insects have any rights.
Yeah, the atelier didn't know it either. They produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings.
I see.
And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
But insects don't have any brains or feelings.
Actually, insects do have brains. But yes, I understand what you're saying.
You know what I mean.
I think the protesters took it a little too far.
As she shifts around, you notice several dead flies on the windowsill in front of her.
No, so she killed all the
Legs
flies.
up.
Anything else?
What's with the rollerblades
They
and
were
skis?
made by a company called Slipstream.
Yeah, we saw the
After
label
they
for them.
pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation.
Oh,
with
a
all their money.
vacation, quote unquote. With all their money,
Honestly,
I see.
I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumutiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is.
Obviously, it is interesting. We need
The
to
usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and
Oh, of
can't
course.
wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Her smile widens before she sees the lieutenant's face behind
Men
you.
like that are a curse.
Lieutenant is stern.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have
see.
no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess.
They were just props. Why return them?
I found a strange
Fortress
machine.
Accident, the radio game studio.
Oh, yeah.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral.
That's understandable. Fantasies are serious things. The mind
I don't know
is
what
the
that even
drawing
means. Fisticuffs
board
over
of history.
real. What the hell does that mean?
They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
What do you mean liberal? What
The
happened?
usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
I went
Well,
wrong.
I did hear them talking at times.
She looks at the hallway as if she can still hear them chit-chat. There's them chat behind her curtains on a cigarette break. Okay, so yeah,
They
she was.
seemed
It's
to
her
believe
curtains.
they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
I see.
She sounds almost mocking when she says that.
Really? It must have been gigantic events for everyone. Seeing the project did look quite impressive.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic and to show up to work on time.
Well, showing up to work on time Instagram later, that's too bad. I would have supported them. The project looked great.
Not the wisest decision. You would have lost all your savings.
She tosses a pair of dice on the table. One of them stopped near the edge of the metallic
Anything else?
There is a terrifying taxidermied bear in the cellar.
The fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here.
She smiles and leans closer, hands on her knees, like a stand-up comedian ready to tell a story.
The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
What are their other ideas?
What were the other ideas?
Okay, what are they?
There was really just one. And it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
She leans back, disapproving.
Victor does the same thing.
Oh, I know. Goes like she works at the cashier. And she's not particularly friendly.
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Revachol ICT.
Oh, I see.
And they already had the bear.
Those are eyes. What about the bear?
The bear.
She repeats, pressing thumbs into her temples, like trying to express it and didn't work out.
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually, Revachol ICT lost the price war to its rival, Glace 5000. Glace 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
Oh, I killed the bear.
You did what?
She rolled her swirl chair inch closer and unsure whether you heard you right. I unplugged the fridge to help cut their losses.
Of course they left it plugged in. Even in death, the bear is costing them money. The taxidermist who made it said it was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. He called it Megatherian.
I see.
Sounds cool.
Megatherian.
Megatherian. A mega wild beast.
What's a
It's
mega
an
wild
imaginary
beast?
that guides you through life by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
I don't do
Very
drugs.
good. You shouldn't do them. You're a police officer after all. Anyway, now
I just
know
drink
the story
alcohol.
of the fallen ice cream empire.
She seems almost sad finishing the
Anything
story.
else? Another
I found
failed
the
business,
building's
perhaps?
intercom, but it's not working.
Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me.
She rubs her forehead. Her scarf has left a faint line on her
I
dusty
think none of those doorbells work,
skin.
including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
The
you're the new
empty name
nameplate.
card
Yeah.
must belong to her then.
Oh, so you're telling me the doorbell with the empty nameplate was
That's
yours?
right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet.
I was wondering about the rolling rags. Is it part of the same
You
building
could say
complex?
so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Center project. That explains why you can call the whirling from the intercom, albeit I doubt that anyone responds.
If the whirling is part of the same building, then it's part of the doomed commercial area. The
I saw
darkness
the
of this
name
place is there.
East Delta Pinball on the door.
Right. It used to be a gaming arcade. This is an ancient failure, before my time. I'm not surprised, however. My advice, don't base your business on a fad. Hypnotism, floriography, trick-track, especially pinball.
Trick-track.
Agreed. Pinball is the worst.
Strange thing happened when I tried to call a company called Slipstream.
It
Someone
can't be
answered.
true. They don't work here anymore. They've been gone for years.
Someone did answered.
Are you sure it was Slipstream SEA? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Place
First,
from the
it wasn't what I know
bookstore.
her, and I would have recognized her voice.
Alright, but did this person say anything?
She said she was from Tricentennial Electronics.
Tricentennial Electrics?
Yeah.
It used to be a major electric company 100 years ago. Are you sure it wasn't just some kids playing a prank on you?
It was too real to be just a prank. Either we're dealing with a professional actress, or...
No, something else.
Pranks
Something
can be
eerie.
eerie.
Are you still convinced it's something to be worried about?
The kids these days. We were just one of them, and now they're terrorizing us. No solidarity.
It wasn't a kid. It was definitely a grown woman talking. I have a few more questions about the building.
I'm listening.
More questions about the
I'm pretty sure.
Never mind.
Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What
That's
else?
actually it. Okay, so we actually got some decent answers. This 20-sided dice is made of bloodstone and inlay with lapis lazuli. These colors from a police things. Looks kind of... No, look at the map in your journal. See which white checks have open. Postcard. The sunlight has made this postcard almost completely sepia toned. Midtown traffic passes overhaul the ghost skies. So we gotta see if the... What is this? Report back to... Okay, so yeah, we gotta do that. Yeah, I wanna see if we can find... Oh, wait, you have something to talk to me about. Yeah, what's up?
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I don't pay the cafeteria
we should
manager.
take care of that, then.
But
Let's
I
talk
don't have
to
money.
him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the streets. We'll figure something out.
Okay, fine. Okay, let's go down. Okay, so yeah, that definitely wasn't open, so she opened it. Okay, let's first go down and see if we can find that dice that dropped, and then... Oh. Let's see.
A thick layer of coal dust covers
Look inside the
its dark
furnace.
and grimy hair.
What are you doing?
I heard the murder of Hangman.
Really? You should investigate. See if someone's upstairs.
Nah, darn it. I want to see if the dice was down here. Yeah, it's okay, fine. I guess not. I was hoping like dice would like, you know, like we roll 2 like 6-sided dice, so I wonder if it'd be like her, you can like get her dice and then you get like a 12-sided dice or whatever, or 20. So your odds go up, maybe it'd be too OP. Probably is. Oh. Okay, so... Store on the other side is closed for the night. Come back tomorrow? Shit. Okay, fine. Okay. Let's go. Okay, so let's set us up for the night, and then we'll call it. I'm assuming this still hasn't melted, right?
This orange machine is dead still.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's go. Let's see. Let's talk to this guy. What's he gonna say to us?
Can I help you?
Any drink, any part
Do I
one?
have a shaker in my hand? Is this a shaker?
It's not a shaker. It's nothing.
Say.
He's holding nothing. It is but an imitation.
Say nothing.
Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I wearing a bow tie and doing this?
He shakes the image and shake your
Am I
fiercely.
smiling? Do you see me smiling and shaking my little shaker? No. Do you know why?
Because you're not a bartender.
That's right. I'm the cafeteria manager.
He calms his breath.
I'm glad we cleared that. Was there anything else?
Play it calm. This man needs to understand you need a drink to help the community deal with police stuff.
You don't understand the serious situation of alcohol.
Even more reason for me not to serve you, sir. Was there anything else you needed, other than alcohol? Yes, have you got it?
Is there any concern arrangement for
tonight? Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
I was about to say something.
I understand your predicament as the manager. However,
he just has glasses.
I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and...
He stops
I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment.
Hold on, I saw my key,
Good luck trying to use it.
He taps his foot against the metal box installed in the back of the car.
All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock.
This conversation is going
Not
anywhere.
until you bring me the money.
Okay. I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
I really didn't want to resort to this. The man is thinking.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
Okay, goddamn. What's in his motor? He wants to break the door? What an issue you have. Okay, I want to resolve this before... Oh. Damage looks like it could have caused by an earthquake. Okay. This is his vehicle.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out...
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
Transport enclosure? Regular people just call it the cage.
Look in the suspicious
the
transport
cage
enclosure.
At the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
I confiscated these 4 a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
What are those
things?
They
are spinner hubcaps, frivolous things you put on your wheels. When the wheels come to a stop, the caps keep on spinning. There's no real use for them, it's just for vanity.
What do you mean you confiscated them?
A couple of weeks ago, I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son.
Slower than the speed of traffic? What was he causing? Was it like delaying traffic? Is that why? So you took his spinners?
I took them and arrested him for driving under the influence.
Isn't that corruption?
I don't know. Is it? I was going to take them into evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked for them back.
Is this the name of a pawn shop?
The Bird's Nest Roy, near the canal. We've been there. If I'm not mistaken, it should be open late.
Items that can be pawned at Bird's Nest Roy's appear in your inventory under the Items tab. You can pawn these items when talking to Roy.
Thanks, I appreciate your help.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Okay, fine, let's go. If he's gonna offer me the help, I'm gonna accept it. Okay. Oh, it's down here, isn't it?
If you don't mind, please put the flashlight away.
Photonic sensitivity is not generally acknowledged by the medical establishment.
Oh, sorry about that.
I do appreciate it.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, let's see what the spinners look like. 200. Ooh, that's actually be nice. Okay, thank you.
Greetings on this fine night. What
cool.
brings you here?
It's cool. They're still open. Big city vibes.
The pawn shop is always open.
There's something I'd like to sell.
Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps.
Simpson and hands in the spinners.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump-a-mesque banger?
We just arrested some rich guy.
I'll give you
and took his
200
caps.
real.
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
Lieutenant explains as the pawnbroker opens the register and counts the cash.
I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again.
Thank you.
He takes the cash and turns to you.
Here's the 130 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
The rest goes in his pocket.
The rest is for him, to compensate for the pain of being separated from his radiant spinners.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
I can check.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
This? Do I need the shot put ball? Okay, fine. I do. How about this? $0.30 now. Nah, I need this rifle. I don't know, maybe I need to use it to like break something later. I don't know, I'm not gonna pawn anything. I don't have anything to sell.
Another time, perhaps.
I want to ask you about my machine gun again.
Sure, man.
Let's ask him about this.
Okay. He definitely is high. Whatever it is, you've probably done it. And many other things besides.
No,
but you can't cut through the jumble of sensations.
I missed it by 2. I only got a 5 dice roll. If I got 7 or higher, I would have hit it.
Looking at his wares, talking to him, that might...
Okay, that's fine. Let's go pay him back then. I can move with the arrow keys. I did not realize. I've been playing it like Baldur's Gate. They just point and clicking and go places. I was trying to see if WASD would move the camera around. It's fine. Okay. Good news, I got your money.
Can I help you? Yes.
Never mind.
Well.
Sorry for trouble.
Great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow. The electronic lock to your room has been disabled till 9 p.m. tomorrow. Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
Well, good thing I have 20 real.
I'll take a room here too.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
Good day. Okay. Oh. This feels right. You belong here. Let's go up.
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Good night,
Just
Lieutenant.
a moment. We should talk about our progress on the investigation.
Okay.
Let's go out to the balcony.
Sure. Let's go.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then...
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically.
He lights a cigarette. I know you smoked
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
I see.
Oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
Whatever.
Yes. It's been a long
Let's write that in the debrief. How do you think today went?
Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it. I would say our initial inspection was very thorough, and we have solid leads to follow up on. Then you shot him in the chest, which wasn't ideal.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to shoot him in the chest.
By not ideal, he means he can't believe he let you try that trick and would be angry if he didn't feel the outcome was partly his responsibility.
I still can't believe I missed that shot.
Being sober tends to help with precision. But moving on to the interviews, we weren't able to find the union leader, Everard Clare, much less interview him.
Yeah,
so that's on the
tomorrow's
to-do
list
for tomorrow.
Yep.
We didn't talk to the Wild Pines rep. We really must do that tomorrow.
Yep.
Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. You gotta stand up Precinct 41 practice.
Yeah, because I explored all of town, right? I'm paying for long distance run. I want to raise money for charity. That's just how we roll. I don't know what I do. Things I do, Lieutenant Kizuraki. I don't like to waste my time, you know. I might moves fast. The rest has to try to keep
It's
up.
impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those heels.
I'm in heels. He nods thoughtfully, tapping his fingers on the
Nice shoes,
cigarette.
by the way. I like the green. Goes
Oh,
with
right.
the orange.
He looks at you, your snakeskin shoes, and smiles suddenly. So, what are our powers exactly? The RCM?
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
And wouldn't that be an easy power to
Yes,
abuse?
although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station.
Oh,
Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
1,000, why not
The
more?
RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Revachol.
Okay, what else?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station call slip. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
Wait, how can you be sure the arrestee will show up?
You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection.
Okay.
Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
I see. And if someone resists...
As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in your watermarks, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary, and strongly admonished not to abuse that power.
Wait, so if you kill someone while on duty...
You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness.
Oh, my partner?
Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best.
What happens to people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Courron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
He taps on his coat pocket where he keeps his notes. Honestly, the music right now is pretty good. It's like very intense, it feels. And who makes all these rules?
The coalition government and the moral intern more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less.
His gaze is absently fixed on a window below that just went dark.
Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM. Be sentimental if you like. Either way, the moral intern leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it.
Or if they think you do.
The Moral Intern,
the
what is
Moralists
it?
International are the world's largest political organization.
He pulls out a cigarette.
They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
If I didn't know, how would you describe
They're
them?
a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
What do they believe in?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
Those others say they continue the humanist project set forth by Dolores Day.
What's their symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
I see.
Something kind and usual. Something almost self-explanatory.
Who is Dolores
The historic
Day?
figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
What do you think of
A
them?
moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
He looks at the city below. I have an opinion on the moral.
Do you?
Lieutenant arches his brow, then pulls on his cigarette. The slim white slim white thing in his fingers. Things are bad out there. Points to city. We need them here, giving us the right to police provincial. They've done an awful job here. Have you seen this place? This is inhumanism. We are stooges on the world's biggest, whatever that word is. It's, oh my gosh.
We
Yeah.
are in what is called the twilight of international law.
Yeah,
the laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes.
Actually, villains okay with me. But some bad. Maybe we should make our own law.
Spoken like a revolutionary, not a cop. But hypothetical aside, in Martinez we already are vigilantes. At least the Union thinks so.
Yeah.
I expect our job here to prove quite challenging.
Say nothing, just look in the night.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here. An aerostatic passes overhead, the whiskers of its floodlights on the ground below. Kitsuragi's glasses light up as he looks to the sky. 2 glowing circles.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's different in land, in Jamrock and the GRIH.
Why are they like this?
It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the cracks, the jurisdictions of our 2 precincts.
Okay, and Jamrock and the Grey,
we run
whatever.
this city. West of the river is RCM land.
You're in the city. West of the silver is RCM land. He looks at the dark silhouette of the equestrian monument cutting into the night sky.
It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works. Our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
I hope our investigation will help improve the situation here, at least do some good.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
Thank you for this.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
He puts out the stub of a cigarette and looks at the door. Okay. Have a good night, Lieutenant. See you in the morning. Okay. So you need to find 20 real to pay for your room, or it'll be locked after 2100 as long as you don't have a free place to stay. You have to do this every night. God damn, I have to find 20 bucks every night. Okay, we have a point to level up. Let's check our book to see what we need more of. Physical instrument, interfacing. We could do interfacing. Shivers, pain threshold. We could do pain threshold, interfacing. Yeah. No, we should do interfacing. I think that's the one we do next. Okay. 1 second. Instant photo tattoos.
It's the ledger you found in the trash.
92% chance.
Hanging from the board. With the
Let's try.
drawer is still not what happened.
I got the worst. Oh my god.
You should throw it away.
92% chance that I failed it. Bro, I did put a point into it. It's maxed out. Skill cap reached. Bro. I guess we'll never know. Do we drink this item? Oh no, that's a bottle for the bag.
The window stands broken in its frame.
Okay.
You see some lights shimmering outside, but it's difficult to make out the outline.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything. What's this? Anyways, I think we'll just...
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting.
Let's crawl in. Let's call it a night.
The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes.
Bedtime.
And then sleep doesn't come.
Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Check the pillow.
Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly.
Check the blanket.
It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm. Breathe is a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
Who killed him? Who?
Something to do with... What was it that the lieutenant said? Union?
Yeah.
And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves.
No more thoughts. Falling asleep now.
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
Of what? Oh, it's me.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
What is this?
What it says on the can, Harry. Answer the question.
Harry? Oh, there's like something above it. I remember nothing.
Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
You said who?
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth?
I was left.
That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle and the other on your dick. Watching her go.
Jeez.
Let it all be dragged away from you. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I can get it all back.
No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
What is Elysium?
Everything. The Pale and the Islas. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
I talked to you before.
No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do. Even in your dreams. And the act is wearing thin. The spots of the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time. Sweating up the bed.
Ancient reptilian
Stinky boy.
I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
I'm trying to solve this case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
What? No.
Oh, yes, party boy. And it's worse than the one before.
But I didn't even drink.
Think of the shit you saw. Here it comes, too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
What? Well then.
Good going, buddy.
Oh god, what the hell is that?
Just a dream. You have ones like that all the time. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
What the hell's going on with me?
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
No, that's not it, really. I feel super good.
That's not really true. Your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster.
Oh, speed. Speed's a type of drug. I mean, in real life. You're on speed.
You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part.
I failed.
Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline.
Wait, what is speed?
Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant.
Yeah.
It kept you propped up all day yesterday, despite your debilitating hangover. How else did you think you even got up from this floor?
No idea.
It's power, man. It's professionalism. It makes you feel like you're young again and ready to detect. Ready to go to war against the world.
I need to get more of it then. Detecting is my life. Fuck, do I need to be on speed?
Of course. Martinez is speed central. You just gotta poke around. Follow your nose. You and Speed will be happy again. You will make her come home. This time, it will be different.
Me don't like the drugs, but the drugs like me. Oh, so Monday we did. Those are all the tasks from Monday. So these are all the tasks, and then our task from today. Okay. Do I have any speed on hand? I don't think so. Okay. Anyways, that will be a task for the next episode. I did not expect that to be so long and wrap up, but so this is like gonna be one of the longer episodes of this playthrough. But it is what it is. I feel like there's so much to do with the case still. I feel like I didn't really do much yesterday other than help other people and do other misc tasks, but it's fine. We'll be focusing on the main task tomorrow. Why does it look like it's like steamy in here? The hell? Anyways, I will deal with that. Oh, it's because the water, the faucet's running. I'll deal with that in the next episode. Yeah, the game to me, the dialogues are really bizarre, but I feel like we learned more about the body, but I'm curious to see what actually happened. And yeah, I'm worried about how we're gonna get $20 a day. We have 20 for one more night, so today will be fine, but we need to look for more money. Keep selling bottles as we do, but yeah. Anyways, let me know what your guys' thoughts were on this part, and I hope to see you at the next episode.